Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of StarCraft Inc. This one is an SSN clan match sort of dealy. We've got SSN Revolve, which is actually SSNYorosmai, against SSNSmashKAB. Best base raced. Okay, I was trying to read that comment. I wasn't sure what was going on. Anyway, this is Metalopolis. If you guys don't know the map, it's a pretty freaking awesome map, balanced really well, and creates a lot of opportunity for some sneaky early gold play. I like how available this gold expo is because it makes this map scary. It really does. You really got to make sure you're controlling these watchtowers, because these are probably one of the most valuable watchtowers in the game. They really are in good spots to scout a lot of things, and there's a lot of options for airplay because of the close air distance on this map. A lot of good chokes for both races to utilize. I mean, easily defendable, but multiple ways in, so that there is that option for Zerg to really exploit multiple entrances, so that the chokes aren't really limiting them. I think this is a really good map for every race. Anyway, SSNYorosmai, if you guys know, plays Zerg as his main race. He plays a lot on the Korean ladder, and he's top masters in Korea. He's top masters here as well, but he doesn't take the North American ladder very seriously. Every time he's here, he goofs around. He does play random on the North American ladder, and as you can see here, he has rolled Protoss. Over here, our hero or legend SmashKAB, we all know him as the Ghost Lord. Really likes his ghost play against Protoss. Fantastic nuke strategies, and really good at expanding. Really good with mech play, and he doesn't really favor bio, but he has started to use it against Protoss a little bit more than he used to. He used to really like his mech play against Protoss, but now, ever since he's discovered the ghost, what a guy. But just really impressive play. Both these players will give you a show, I guarantee. One thing I want to say about Yorosmai is that his micro is just unreal. I see very few players with the micro that Yorosmai has, and his macro, you know, it doesn't suffer from that micro practice. He is so good on both fronts. SmashKAB, really talented macro player, really smart positioning styles when he plays. He knows where to leave his units when he's not looking at them, if you know what I mean. Like, his setup is so strong. His building positions quite frequently have a lot of thought put into them. And just a very efficient player. Never builds more than he needs. And, you know, you won't see him with too much production for the amount of income he has. So, he knows his builds. That's what I should say about him, is he very, very, very well-studied play styles. Recently transitioned into a very bomber style in his TVZ, and yeah, that's all I can say about him right now. But going into this matchup, we have seen Yorosmai. If I call him Yorosmai, I hope you guys know who I'm talking about. SSN Revolve is also Yorosmai, interchangeable. I'm going to call him probably both throughout the cast. We saw him open with some double gas. Those double gas were done before the Cyber Core was done, so you know that the tech play is in the works, and definitely Sentry too, because the double gas being done before, oh my god, this is funny. Anyway, that double gas done before the Sentry, by the way, is the double gas done before the Robo Bay, sorry, indicates Sentry, because that's too much gas for even a Robo Bay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know. It's early, guys. Forgive me. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, which is early for me. I'm used to sleeping in until like 12, because I'm a lazy bitch like that. Even though I have school, I don't even know how I get away with it. We've seen a Warp Prism, okay, and a Colossus Den that I don't think it is. No, we're gonna see Graviton Drive, so that's speed for the Warp Prism. So not even Thermal Lance for those Colossus. We have a lot of Marines here for SmashKAB, and not very much saturation either. A little bit confused by that. Like, oh, it's because he pulled all his workers to gas, that's why. And a couple of them are out and about building in the base. And I said out and about, and I'm gonna get made fun of that for that. Oh, Jesus Christ. But we see from Yorosmai pretty much no army whatsoever. That sentry really going to protect him if SMashKAB decides to push. The early Colossus is so ballsy, but I love it. And it's finishing up right now, and Yorosmai waiting for that speed upgrade, and there it is. Away he goes. Going to push into SMashKAB. SMashKAB with a brilliantly placed supply depot, but wasn't watching the mini-map, I suppose. The Colossus is done. A little bit of unnecessary micro here from Yorosmai, and he tried to drop the Colossus in the blank spot there. Look at the Warp Prism speed. It is so fast. Might lose the Warp Prism. He does lose the Warp Prism with that Colossus inside. That is such a big deal. Oh my god. And a little bit of banter going down. That's not part of the build, and that's very bad for Yorosmai. We will see SMashKAB push in response. He's got 2 Ghosts and a Marauder with his Marine pack. He will be sending his new units to rally in the attack as well. A few units here for Yorosmai, but nothing much. Needs to open up this warp gate because it's kind of useless when it's not open. So Yorosmai playing this very strange style, not really focused, because you can see, there we go, he gets his warp gate open. Now he does though have this Colossus, and that will help him defend this quite easily, although I still don't think Thermal Lance is done. No, it's still in the robotics bay, it's still an option. This Colossus is over here by himself, and the army is trying to engage it. They will go over here to deal with this Nexus. The Colossus going by itself could get focused down, canceling that expansion, and another Warp Prism done to help this Colossus micro. And he will try this again. Hopefully it doesn't get focused down one more time. We saw EMPs going down from SMashKAB. The Colossus unloaded and trying to do its damage, but it is getting focused down, and a lot of units going down for Yorosmai. He's having trouble keeping up with the pure number of bio that... the Colossus goes down again! And I think the build that Yorosmai is going for is really supposed to depend on just number of Colossus, and the fact that he's losing them here is a big deal. If he had 2 Warp Prisms full of 1 Colossus each, he could be in such good shape right now, but the fact that he's letting them die is really keeping him from winning this game. We've got a proxy pylon here. I don't know if that will come into effect at all later in this game, but he seems to need every unit he has in his base. Denying that expansion was a big deal, and you know, the infrastructure in his base is not supporting one base playstyle. He's only got 3 gates. He's trying to pump Colossus. It's not what he needs right now. And he's trying to get that Thermal Lance, because once Thermal Lance is done, the Warp Prism will be so good. But until then, it's just so easy for those Terran units to snipe the Colossus. Probes being pulled off the line to hold off just until he can get those Warp Prisms with Thermal Lance Colossus. Almost done now. The Thermal Lance is done, and the Colossus will be coming out. Force field on the ramp. Well timed too, because this will hold just in time. Thermal Lance is now completed, and those units will have a hard time dealing with a Colossus that is Thermal Lance in a Warp Prism as well. So we will see the full utilization of this play. Yorosmai managing to hold on just a little bit. Thermal Lance being used now, almost executing a Ghost, and he will be able to kite these units now. The Thermal Lance with the Warp Prism speed, oh my god, it's so good. What do you even do about that? It's almost like a bug. He is hovering above those units though, taking shots at the Warp Prism. What is he doing? He's gonna lose another Warp Prism! Oh my god. Yorosmai. He should have pulled out when he had the chance. That's oh god. I even just ruined it. That's what she said. Not that they're good jokes to begin with, but they're so much fun to say. And SMashKAB, look at this, going to take the tower with 1 Marine. He does see the oncoming Stalkers, who I think would have lost to this many Marauders anyway. And they don't have Blink, but they do have this Warp Tower, this pylon here, able to give reinforcements. And he's going for some kind of counterattack. He should be expanding through the process, but he's not. and I don't really know what to say about this engagement. I don't feel that Yorosmai has enough, and there were ghosts. There's no ghosts in this army for SmashKAB. Here, he's going to take that Nexus. Finally, he's wanted it for so long. There's no expansion here for SmashKAB, no command center. We do have medevacs now for SmashKAB though, and that's going to be dangerous. Yeah, now healing up those Marauders, that's a big deal. I think SmashKAB either needs to take out Yorosmai now, or he needs to get that expansion done. There's nothing in the Warp Prism. The Warp Prism is simply being used to scout. One missile turret in good place to thwart that off, and the Bio trying to get under it, thinking there's a Colossus in there. We do have a Twilight Council now. I'm not sure what the long-term plan for that is, whether it's going to be Charge, Blink, or some kind of Dark Templar, High Templar play. But we'll see. That Nexus is almost done. It will be in use shortly, but that is a lot of Bio. There's 2 Vikings, medevacs. This pretty much seals the deal. I can't see any way that SmashKAB will defend against this. He needs to have High Templar against a push like this. There's even SCVs in the mix, so those will auto-repair both the medevacs and the Vikings. And yeah, Yorosmai I think is in some trouble here. I don't even know where his old Colossus went. Oh, it died, I forgot. I'm kind of silly. But anyway, we do see good force fields for Yorosmai, but I don't feel like it's enough. The high ground is still a shooting range for the Terran player due to those medevacs and Vikings. There are a lot of Bio. Yorosmai has not managed to kill much of it at all. He doesn't have any resources to reinforce this. The probes are not doing enough DPS, and EMP goes down, practically vaporizing the probes instantly, as without shield they are virtually one-shot by the Marines. And it looks like Yorosmai loses this game to SmashKAB, a very honorable GG, and he leaves the game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this match. It was fucking weird. Anyway, I'm SSN Incarnate. I'm going now. See you guys next time.